Hi, welcome to another tutorial for absolute beginners. My name is Monika Matys and I'll be breaking down for you all the basics of clap dancing and dancing in general. Please note that all the movements we'll do today and over the next couple of videos are not the fancy show-off moves that you'll do in front of your friends to impress them. The movements that we're going to do today are the simplest, most basic movements that I was able to find in over a decade of teaching dance. So start with basics, learn something simple first, and then I cannot wait to teach you all the fancy show-off moves as well. Not this type of fancy. I'll show you a clip. We have to be able to put different movements together so that you go from looking like this into looking like this. Right? So there's more going on, it's more interesting, and this is what we're going to talk about next. So next one up, coordination. Coordination simply means moving two or more body parts at the same time. I suggest no more than 4 movements at once. Anything more than that will look a little bit forced and unnatural. So, for example, you can put together step and torso. See, this already takes coordination, just performing those 2 things at once. Or footwork, torso, and shoulders. Or for example, knees, hips, and arms. And this already looks a little bit better than this, moving just one thing at a time, right? Let's quickly review our rhythms. I'll put the video in the description below. If you want to check it out, please do, before we move on to coordination. We were talking about moving to every single beat of the song, and we had some different body parts to choose from. So let me quickly go over those body parts. Starting with the feet, we can do a little heel in action. Then you have the knees. We can move one knee at a time. Your hips, for example, a little dip. Then moving up, torso. Then chest, shoulders, arms, or even head nod or snap. Let's start combining some of them together. We'll keep it simple and we'll keep the same rhythm on the top and on the bottom. We'll start with footwork. We're going to do a little heel up. To the heel, and mind you, your knee will move as well a little bit, that's okay. To the heel, we're going to add torso crunch. Crunch is a basic torso movement that I'll be teaching later on, where we just shift sideways and we can see our torso is dropping to the right, to the left. We'll try to do it at the same time as the heel up. Don't worry about the side. You can go, or you can lean towards the same side, same heel that you're moving, or the opposite. That doesn't matter. Choose the one that's easier for you. And then, last but not least, we're going to add the shoulder up action. To make it look a little bit better, instead of keeping the arms straight down, keep the arms slightly bent so you don't scare people away. Also, try to keep it nice and loose. Don't use any tension. That's not necessary, because you don't want to look like, you know, one of those Walking Dead characters. Not the alive characters, but the dead ones. Although they are all alive, right? You know what I mean. And for our second option, we'll do a step forward on every beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. To this we'll add a torso twist. 1, 2, 1, 2, and the arm bend. So we have 3 movements happening all at the same time, following the same rhythmic pattern. Let's try those 2 with music. All right, guys, starting with the heel up, the first one we did. Every beat, we have the tempo right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, heel up, 1, 2. Let's keep the arms bent so we look a little bit looser. Next one, torso crunch. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And last but not least, shoulder up. Doesn't matter which shoulder. 1, 2, 1. So on every single beat, we're moving the heel up. On every single beat, we're crunching, we're bringing the torso down, and on every single beat, we're lifting the shoulder. Okay, now second movement. We did a step forward, so we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice I'm keeping the steps very small. I'm just tapping the foot in front. Then keep the arms bent nice and loose. Add the twist. Oops. 1, 2, 1, 2, and last arms. 1, 2. Now, of course, if it's too much, you know, take your time. Start with maybe the feet, right? Then only if you can retain that pace, add the torso. If you don't add the arms, that's okay. It's a lot of coordination going on. So feet and torso, good enough. Okay, so we just moved to the tempo of the song. Now let's try to use our second rhythm. We'll move to the snare. If you're not sure what the snare is or what the tempo is, please watch my previous video. I'm going to link it down below in the description box for you. But we're going to skip one beat, and the same exact moves we'll try on the snare. First, heel up. We'll go on the second beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Next, crunch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And remember what was last? Shoulder up. 2, 1, 2. In the middle, in between the two snares, I'm staying in center. So nothing happens, I'm straight. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? The feet move on the snare. My torso drops on the snare. And then I'm also lifting the shoulder. Just a little bit. Keep all the movements small. And then moving on to the second step, we did step forward on the snare. So on 2, the foot will go forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. What was next? Twist. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And last, arm bend. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's try those with music. Ready? Snare. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go with the heel up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then next one, crunch. Choose the side that you want to do it to. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you can, only if you can, add the shoulders. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Now on to the second movement. On the snare, stepping forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Next, twist. 1, 2. And maybe you can stop here. Maybe you can still add the arms. Be honest with yourself and be patient. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there you have it. This is basic coordination, putting 2 or more movements together at the same time. A little bit challenging, I know, but I'm sure with practice, it will get much better. By the way, guys, those are the most simple basic movements that if you're not sure how to do them, I will be breaking them down in my future videos. So please subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Okay, now if you want to have more fun with coordination, I suggest mixing different rhythms together. This is what a little bit more advanced dancers are able to do. So for example, you can keep a step on the snare, let's say step forward, 2, 1, 2, but move the torso twice as fast. So instead, what we did before, 2, 1, 2, keep the feet as they are and double this up, 2, 1. So it's really fun. It's not that difficult. Once your coordination develops, you'll see you'll be able to do crazy stuff. Or for example, you can keep moving your feet on every beat to the tempo of the song, but keep the torso slow. So we did the crunch before. I'm going to use the same movement. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This one feels weird. but technically you can do that. So there you have it. Coordination makes the movements look more interesting, more complex, like there's more going on, and you don't look like you're falling asleep dancing. Keep in mind, even if you're moving with rhythm, with the proper rhythm, even if you're mixing 2 or more movements at the same time, something still does not look right. Just watch this. I'll do a simple 2-step and I'm moving the arms. Even if I add the torso movement to it, it doesn't look like I'm dancing, right? There's one very important thing missing, and that's groove. We will make all the movements look more relaxed by adding a simple knee bend to all of them. So first, we had the heel up. 2, 1, 2. Let's keep arms bent, and then bend both knees at the same time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Add the crunch, add the shoulders. See, this already looks a little bit better than this. See the difference? It's a little bit stiff. So bending both knees adds a little bit of that groove, that bouncing to each movement. Notice that I'm changing level, so I'm bending both knees. I get a little bit lower each time. I'll show you from the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Very good. Second movement, we did a step forward. So let's try it without the knee bend first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll add the twist and we'll add the arm bend. And then again, what we're missing is the groove. So at the same time as you step forward, you'll just bend both knees. From the side. And there you have it. And guys, please know that adding groove to the movements is a little bit difficult. So you have to be comfortable with rhythm first and have a little bit of coordination already there, because if you try to do too much too soon, you will just look all over the place. And we know that's not a good look. Start simple with just one movement on the snare, then start adding 2 or 3 together, and lastly, add the knee bend, which will make your movements look more relaxed. Rhythm, coordination, and groove, those are all skills. So, you know, everybody can learn them, but it takes time. So please be patient with yourself. All right, so next, let's learn some dance moves. I'm going to link those videos for you down below in the description box. All right, you guys, that is it for today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them in my future videos. If you found this video helpful, or if you'd like me to create more videos like that, please give this video a thumbs up, like it, share it with your 2 Left Feet friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'm posting new videos every week. Okay, you guys are looking at me, it's distracting. Can you leave? No, I'm kidding. Okay. One more time. I know. Oh. All right, you guys, that is it for today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you shortly. Damn it.